Fasten your seatbelts. It's time for number 23 on my Best Picture Marathon.
Best Picture Marathon theme song.
1950 was a really good year for movies. Hollywood, of course, loves nothing more than a good showbiz story, and in 1950 they gave us two. One of them was Billy Wilder's masterpiece Sunset Boulevard. The other one, the one that won Best Picture, was All About Eve, produced by Daryl Zanuck at 20th Century Fox, written and directed by Joseph L. Mankiewicz, based on a short story. All About Eve is the story of Eve Harrington, not Steve Harrington. Eve seems to be a naive, timid young ingenue who is starstruck and just the biggest fan ever of this huge Broadway star, Margo Channing. Through a series of what we later find out are manipulations, Eve kind of weasels her way into Margo's inner circle of friends in the theater. At first, Margo is flattered by all the attention she's getting from this young fan. But as the story unfolds, both Margo and the audience start to see that Eve's machinations are a bit more ruthless, and she wants the spotlight for herself. I love All About Eve. Even though I probably would have voted for Sunset Boulevard for Best Picture, I do think All About Eve is a magnificent backstage drama. Mankiewicz's script feels like it's just designed specifically to get superb performances, and I think it works. This movie is an embarrassment of riches when it comes to great performances. Bette Davis plays the aging star Margo Channing, and she is in full diva mode, and it's stunning. Anne Baxter perfectly balances innocence and cunning in the role of Eve. Plus, we get George Sanders, who we'd previously seen in Rebecca. He actually thought this was the best movie he ever made. Celeste Holm from Gentleman's Agreement is in this film. There's a wonderful supporting performance by Thelma Ritter, who is, I think, one of the all-time great character actors. If you haven't seen her in Rear Window, you are missing out. And notably, this film contains one of Marilyn Monroe's earliest performances. Interestingly, both Bette Davis and Anne Baxter were up for Best Actress for this film, which ended up splitting the votes. Shockingly, the award didn't go to Gloria Swanson for Sunset Boulevard. Judy Holliday ended up winning Best Actress for Born Yesterday. And if you watch that movie, it is hard to argue. Again, 1950 was a great year for movies. One of the things that I love most about All About Eve is how ruthless the script is. Mankiewicz takes no prisoners when it comes to exposing the dark side of show business and all the backstabbing that goes on behind the scenes. Both Sunset Boulevard and All About Eve broke the rules when it came to narration. Sunset Boulevard is narrated by a dead man. All About Eve has two narrators. Bette Davis had a reputation for being very difficult on set. Other directors even called Mankiewicz to warn him. But reportedly, she was a total pro on this set and actually got along with most of her co-stars, including Anne Baxter. Apparently, the only one she didn't get along with was Celeste Holm, who plays her best friend in the film. Margo's romantic partner in the film is also her director, played by Gary Merrill, and he and Bette Davis actually did get married after this film came out, and then they divorced about 10 years later. Anyway, I don't know if All About Eve should have won Best Picture in 1950. There were just so many great options to choose from, but it really is an excellent film. Next up, An American in Paris. See you then.